Hey guys, Petrik here. Today's video will be about the books that I plan to read in October. I know a week has passed and I apologize that this video has been incredibly late. The books I'm reading has been pretty amazing. It was hard to put down and I've been busy with work and life. And I'm also currently working on the next video I'm going to post after this one. It will be my favorite completed fantasy series of all time. I know that a lot of you have asked me to do this video and I hope I can give you what you want. Anyway, to the first book, I'm cheating a bit here because I've actually finished two books. Both are pretty incredible. The first book is The Fires of Vengeance by Evan Winter. This is the second book in the Burning Quartet. It is the sequel to The Rage of Dragons. And oh my god, it's amazing, guys. It comes out next month, and I think anyone who have loved The Rage of Dragons will definitely love this one. It's definitely better than the first book, and Winter definitely retained everything that's good about the first book, like the action-packed narrative, the great characterizations, the revenge-centered story, and the minor issue I had with the first book has been completely fixed here. The world building has many great revelations, the Ishihogo is back, and the demons are so much more in abundance and more dragons. And also, it's a much more violent book than the first one. Seriously, you guys better make sure that you're in the right mindset before you read The Fires of Vengeance, because some of the imagery that Winter writes will definitely stick with you. Winter mercilessly showed the deadly price of war. And that's all I'm gonna say for this one. But yeah, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, truly incredible, and I think you guys will love it. The second book that I plan to read in October, which I have finished also, is Stone Knife by Anna Stevens. This is the first book in a new series called The Song of the Drowned. I think it's a trilogy. Yeah, it is a trilogy. So here's the thing. I've read Anna Stevens' debut. It's called Godblind, the first book in the Godblind trilogy. I liked it. It's a good grimdark debut. But the Stone Knife, it's amazing. I loved it so much. Godblind was super brutal, and it definitely belonged in the grimdark category. The Stone Knife isn't really grimdark, but come on, this is Anna Stevens. The brutality remains intact. She's kinda known for it. But personally, what made the Stone Knife better than the Godblind, there are several reasons to this, but I think the most important one is the longevity of the chapters and the characterizations. Stevens' debut, Godblind, prioritized short chapters. I'm speaking about 1 to 10 pages, if I remember correctly. The short chapters did give great focus on dialogues and fast-paced actions. But as I've mentioned several times before, I'm a character-driven reader, and I think this is what made the Stone Knife better than Godblind for me, because the chapters are longer, it allows me some time to care with the characters, and the world building is refreshing. It's different from any books that I've read before. I've written a full spoiler-free review for this one, and I will leave a link down below. As for the third book that I plan to read, I'm currently reading this right now. It's Wintersteel by Will White. This is the 8th book in the Cradle series. If I'm not mistaken, there will be 12 books in the series. I definitely cannot talk about the plot at all because it's the 8th book now. But if you haven't read this series, I strongly recommend you to give it a go. As I'm recording this, Wintersteel right now is at the #1 spot on the entire Kindle store. Exactly. It is that popular. The fan base is insane. And seriously, each book is like only 200 or 300 pages long, except Wintersteel. Wintersteel is 500 pages, but just give it a go. I'm sure that by the third book, you're gonna fly through it. And if you love shonen manga like Naruto, I think you will have a blast reading this one. And the fourth book I'm going to read is Skin Game. This is the 15th book in the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. Alright, honestly speaking, I'm very excited about this one. I haven't actually mentioned this, but the main reason why I decided to start Dresden Files in the first place was because I checked the Goodreads page on Skin Game. If you go to the Skin Game Goodreads page, you will see that at the top of the page there will be a review by Petrik. And in the review, he mentioned how much he loved the Dresden Files. Not only it is the most highly rated books in the series so far on Goodreads, Petrik also called it his #1 favorite series of all time. That's right, #1. I definitely have to try the series after that. Plus, a lot of readers have mentioned that this is as good as the two books that often praise highly, Deadbeat and Changes. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get to this one. Then the next one I'm going to read is also in the Dresden Files series. It's Briefcases. This is a collection of short stories and novellas. I don't have much to say about this one. I just hope that I will love this one more than the previous collection, Side Jobs. I really don't like that one. I think it was pretty useless and unnecessary. I hope Briefcases won't be the same case. Ah, get it? The sixth book that I plan to read is A Fool's Hope. This is the second book in the Last War trilogy by Mike Shackle. I actually read the first book within this year. I think it was in February, I think. The first book is a great story about rebellion and there's katana. That's it. That's all you need to tell me. I'm very weak to stories with katana. If there is one, I most likely will give it a try. And Mike Shackle is a huge fan of Joe Abercrombie. It kind of shows in his actions. I think if you love the First Law series by Abercrombie's, you love the action sequences there, I think you will love this one as well. And the seventh book that I plan to read within this month, this is a reread, and it is Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. This is the third book in the Stormlight Archives. I've read The Way of Kings and Words of Radiance twice, but I've only read Oathbringer once, and you have no idea how excited I am to be getting back to this one. Seriously, the hype for Rhythm of War is real, and Roshar is one of my favorite worlds to visit in epic fantasy. So this will be my first reread, and yeah, it's so exciting. And the eighth book that I plan to read within this month is Tiamat's Wrath, and this is the eighth book in the Expand series. This is the penultimate installment of the entire Expand series, and I've heard from several readers that it is the best in the series so far. And yeah, I hope I will agree with them. I'm also currently watching the series again, and wow, I think I'm actually enjoying the TV series more than the books. Not saying that the books aren't bad. The books are good, but I think the TV series is amazing. I'm almost done with the second season now, and can't wait to continue to the third season. Well, that's it. That's all the books that I plan to read in October. How about you guys? Have you read any of the books I mentioned? As always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the support. Bye!